Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Aulia Imzarnis. Saya guru kimia di SMA Karisma Bangsa, Tangerang Selatan. Saat ini saya sedang menempuh pendidikan profesi guru dalam jabatan tahun 2022 kategori 2 di Universitas 11 Maret Surakarta. Dan saya akan melakukan praktik pembelajaran UKIN di SMA Karisma Bangsa kelas 10 pada materi laju reaksi, tepatnya faktor-faktor yang mempengaruhi laju reaksi. Model pembelajaran yang saya gunakan adalah problem based learning, dan metode pembelajaran yang akan saya gunakan ialah eksperimen, diskusi, dan juga presentasi. Okay, good morning everyone.
Morning.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, thank you. Okay, everyone, are you ready for today's lesson, for today's chemistry lesson?
Yeah.
Are you ready to do the experiment?
Yeah.
Anyway, before we start the lesson, I need to also lead the dua first. So, Abel as the class leader, can you please lead the dua for your friends?
Okay. Before we start our lesson today, let's pray together. Pray together.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to take the attendance first to check whether you are present or not. Okay, so Abel is here, yeah? Abel, and then Askar is present as well. Aya?
Here.
Kalila? Okay. Nursa is not present, yeah? Where is she? See. Okay. Alright, so I have taken all of your attendance. To all of you are present today, yeah? I want to ask you first, okay, about what you have learned in the previous meeting. Do you still remember? Physical change? Chemical change. Okay, what did you remember about physical change and chemical change?
Physical change and physics is changing.
The physics is changing, for example?
Like ice melting.
Okay, ice melting. Right. What about the chemical one?
Like plastic.
Rusting. Okay, that's a good example. Your opinion. Do all of them, let's say, run fast, or do all of them run slow, or can they either run fast or slow?
I think the way.
It depends. Alright. So everyone, actually, I asked you that kind of thing because our topic for today is this one: rate of reaction. Alright, everyone, for today we are going to learn about the rate of reaction, and the method that we are going to use for today's lesson is problem-based learning. It means that you need to learn everything by analyzing, by observing the problems that I already put in this worksheet that I'm going to distribute for you later, and you need to find out, okay, the concept by yourself, by analyzing the problem, of course, okay. And I will not explain everything, let's say, beforehand. Okay, is it understandable, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me continue to the next slide. All right. And let me explain what the objectives of today's lesson. So, for today, we are going to learn about the first one, describing the effects of various factors on the rate of chemical reaction. The second one, learn how a catalyst increases the rate of reaction. And then the third one, learn how to investigate the rate of various different reactions. And the last one, evaluating different practical methods for investigating the rate of reaction. So we are going to learn about these 4 points. Everyone, how do you define the rate of reaction actually? How do you define rate of reaction? What is rate of reaction?
Fast.
Fast? How fast?
Reaction happen.
How fast reaction happen? What is rate?
The progress of something in a given time.
The progress of something in the given time. Alright? The speed of reaction. Okay, so everyone, rate of reaction is the speed of reaction. It is about how fast reaction, about the progress of reaction as well. Okay, thank you so much. Now, I have one picture, the first picture actually. What is this picture about? Rusting. Okay. And then the second one. What is this picture about? Fireworks. Now, let me put these two pictures together. In your opinion, which one runs fast, which one runs slow?
Fireworks is fast.
Firework is fast, it happens like immediately, right? What about the rusting one? Slow. So it is not like you, as soon as you buy a car, it will rust immediately. It's not like that, right? Okay, so it will rust slowly, very, very, very slow actually. Okay. Everyone, actually, there are also some other reactions which can run fast and some other reactions which can run slow, everyone. And I have prepared this activity. Okay, matching pairs activity. So, well, these pictures are kind of small. Now let me ask you about these pictures one by one. What is this picture about? Baking cake or something, yeah? What is the second picture about? Explosion. The third one? Lightning, okay, thunderstorm or something. And then the last one? Tempe. Okay. Let's say making tempe or fermentation. Now, I want like 1 or 2 volunteers to come forward to place, well, let's say to put these pictures into each style of reaction. Which pictures belong to the fast reactions? Which pictures belong to the slow reactions? Anybody wants to try? Okay, green cards will be given for the slow. Okay, come forward please, everyone. Okay, anybody? Nobody? Green card, give me green card. Okay, thank you, Abel. One more. Okay, Bella. So, 2 pictures for Abel and 2 other pictures for Abel. Bella, what did you do? Okay. Alright. Okay. Are you sure you get it? Yes. Is it correct?
Yes.
For the others, are you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for Abel and Bella. So yes, everyone, explosion, okay, and the thunderstorm or lightning, they are fast reactions. They happen like immediately, right? And then for baking cake, well, usually it takes like 1.5 or 2 hours or more, let's say. And then fermentation, it happens in like days, if I'm not mistaken, right? So both of them are slow reactions. Well, thank you very much once. I have one question for you. Yeah, it is not here in the slide, but I have one question for you before we start the real lesson. Well, in your opinion, what makes some reaction fast and what makes some other reactions slow? What are the factors actually? What are the reasons?
Temperature.
Temperature, can you please like a bit explaining?
If the temperature increases, I think it will get faster reaction, and if it's cold, then it will get slower.
Wow, I believe that you have read last night, yeah? What are the other factors in your opinion? It's okay if you give an incorrect answer. What are other reasons? Bella and Lisa seems discussing. Okay. Surface area and then? Pressure? Concentration. Alright, thank you very much everyone. So, yes, there are some factors which can affect the rate of reaction. The first one is temperature and then surface area, concentration. Well, for pressure, well, it can be, but that is not a part of our discussion today. And then the last one is catalyst. So, Everyone, I have divided you into two groups. For group 1, you have Abel, Desta, Naima, Nisa, and Maya. For group 2, you have Bella, Arya, Kamila, Aska. Okay, so for group 1, you can be here, and for group 2, you can move here. Okay. So let me give it to you first. For group 1, wait 1 second. I believe that this is for here for group 1, and then this is for group 2. Okay, please follow the lab rules. Make sure to tie your hair. Okay, Maya and Abel already tied your hair. That's good. And then wear the lab coat already. Wear your mask already. Yeah. Do not drink and eat in the lab. Okay, so well, you can see some substances on your table, right? Even though it looks like a water, like aqua, let's say, but that's not water. So in case if you are thirsty, please don't drink that. Okay, and then do not play around with the chemicals. Some of them, well, actually it is not that dangerous for you. That's not that hazard, but please just make sure not play around with the chemicals. Okay, now everyone please open your worksheet here, okay? And I will explain what we are going to discuss. Now, everyone, okay, please open the section part, like on page 6 if I'm not mistaken. And then, after doing the experiment, you need to write the result of your experiment on the provided space on your worksheet here. Okay, so just follow the procedures, and then everyone make a presentation on the Jamboard by using the given link. It will not be the
Can I like put it like,
oh, yes, directly. You can.
Look at this one.
Whoa!
Cup as a sugar is so fast. Kind of factor practice in fact, which module analysis.
Are you sure the concentration will be the same? The amount of sugar is same, right? But the number of water that you put into each cup is different. So will the concentration be the same or not?
No.
Concentration is like the amount of sugar, okay, over the volume of the water, right? Yes, of course. You can do it immediately. That's enough. Yes, you can do the experiment there.
But it's the same to shape of Oh, we will.
You know what I did? Thank
Yes,
you.
I can hear your heart. No, that's not anymore. But I love chocolate chips here. Nobody's perfect. Actually, if we have more years, we can more reaction. We have
Watch my hands.
okay, you can go. The keyboard becomes Turkish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is the time for you to present the result of your discussion. Yeah. So I will now open the Jamboard here. Alright. Let's start from group 1. Everyone, please come forward and
Hello everyone, we are from group 1 and we're going to explain our experiment about the effects of surface area and temperature on reaction. So, the grounded chips react faster than the large chips. Larger surface area increases the rate of reaction. Because with a larger surface area, more reactant molecules are exposed and able to react. In our experiment, we found that by using ground chips, it took 32 seconds to react, while using larger chips took more than double the time, which is 67 seconds to react. In this picture here, we demonstrated this point where with a larger surface area, like with the small blocks here, more reactant molecules are exposed and able to react. In the bigger molecules here, the surface area inside the block is not exposed to the reactant as like the smaller molecules.
This is the result from our experiment. Hot water took only 22 seconds and with cold water it takes 22 seconds. The chips dissolve in hot water react faster than in cold water. So higher temperature makes the reaction faster.
Particle with a higher temperature has a higher kinetic energy and they can collide with other reactant particles faster and do a faster reaction.
As you can see from the picture, a particle with lower temperature has less energy and has less frequency of successful collision. And particle with higher energy is more frequent that they have successful collision.
That's all from us. Do you guys have any questions?
any question, any suggestion?
No, I was wondering what if it was not hot or cold water? It's just a normal temperature water. How will it react?
It will react slower than hot water but faster than cold water. So it's like a spectrum gitu.
Thank you. Okay. No more questions? No. Okay, thank you so much for group 1. A very great presentation, of course. time for you to present the result of your discussion. One is yours. Wow. Speak up.
Hi everyone. So we're from group 2 and today we want to tell you the factors that affect rate of reaction by concentration and catalyst.
It only took 36.08 seconds to finish, and the other reaction, what is the root concentration, it will take a bit longer by 5 seconds. And the second slide, there's actually kind of a picture of why in higher concentration reaction happens faster. So in higher concentration, there will be more particles, and the particles will have more successful collision, so which is why it will increase the rate of reaction.
Okay, so we're going to explain as our second experiment, which meant the catalyst. The catalyst is, in general, is to increase the rate of reaction.
There's actually two types of catalysts. The first one is biological catalyst and chemical catalyst. But for this experiment, we use the biological catalyst. Because catalyst is lowering the activation energy, so the reactions happens faster. So in the second slide,
Wait. Before that, why this is the biological catalyst is because we're using yeast, and yeast is usually
used for baking
for the foods. And here we can see activation energy without catalyst is using more energy with using the catalyst. So maybe that's all. Are there any questions? You use the reaction to speed up the reaction, right? But what if you don't use the catalyst, but it's still the reaction will still arrive on? Don't use the catalyst. Will you still get the same result or not? No, we're not going to
get the same
It's the
result.
same explosion, like
You get the same explosion without using yeast.
yeah.
They won't have the same reaction because without using the catalyst, the reaction will get slower.
It just takes too much energy.
Yeah.
So the reaction cannot happen. Thanks to the catalyst, the energy is slower.
So the reaction will be faster, so the explosion happens.
Any question? No? Only one? Alright, thank you very much for group 2 for your presentation and explanation. Thank you very much. Let's do an ice breaking game. Okay, have you played this one? Let's use the jika maka. Okay, so let's say group 1 versus group 2. Okay, group 1 for jika, group 2 for maka. Let's say, no, this time it is only for example. Yeah, just please think about when. Let's say one thing or one statement about jika, and then I have this thing about one statement about maka, which start with maka. Bahasa Indonesia.
Jika aku makan.
For you not to change your words after your opposite say the first word. Let's say you need to write it down. You can use the previous statement. Okay. It's alright. So you can use 5 sentences or 5 statements about jika, and you can write 5 statements or 5 sentences about maka. You need to read it in order letter. Okay. I will mention one name from each group, okay, and you need to read it by like one statement for one person. Okay, so the first person from each group will say the first statement. Okay, is it understandable?
Yes.
Alright, let's start from Naya versus Bella. Come on, the first one.
Aku kamu datangi rumahmu.
Oke. Naima versus Kalila.
Jika hantu datang malam, maka jangan mandi.
Nisa versus Aska.
Jika ada gempa bumi.
Maka aku mendapat nilai bagus. Oh my god.
Oke. Abel versus saya.
Jika kamu tak pernah ada, maka reaksinya akan lebih cepat.
Pengganggu.
Jika kau pergi, satu.
Everyone, thank you so much for the ice breaking. It was quite fun. So, from group 1, you explained about this one, right? Well, the greater the temperature, will there be more exposed surface area or less exposed? Sorry, not temperature, but the larger the surface area. Will there be let's say, the more exposed molecules or the less exposed molecules? The more the exposed the molecule, right? Like, for example, for this large molecule, let's say, okay, if you measure the surface area of this one cube, okay, it will be lower or higher than the total surface area of these small cubes, everyone. It will be lower, right? If you calculate the surface area, right? So it is as what group 1 explained earlier, yeah. And then the second one, what temperature? Which one run faster? The hot one, right? Well, you also put this picture, the same picture as I put here actually. Well, which one belongs to the hot temperature, the left or the right one? The right one, okay. Well, it is because the higher the kinetic energy of the molecules, because of that, higher temperature or hot temperature. And then, the third one, it is about the concentration. Okay, well, for the concentration, it is similar with the pressure, but for this time, it is only about the concentration. Okay, everyone. Which one runs faster? Group 2? The higher concentration, the right one. Because
It's more alike.
if you look at the number of molecules,
It has
it has more molecules, which means that the collision will be
happen faster.
faster. Okay, there will be higher number of collision as well. Alright, and then for the last one is catalyst. How many catalysts there are? Two. What are they? Chemical and biological. The one that you used was biological catalyst. Okay, what can we conclude from today's lesson? I need one conclusion from each group. So, group 1, what can you conclude from today's lesson? Like anyone? Oh yeah, group 2, say can we do first? Yes, of course, if you're ready.
Okay, so the rate of reaction, there are 4.
Okay, 4 rate of reaction, what are they?
Surface area,
Surface area,
temperature,
concentration, and catalyze. Okay, is that all? Do you want to add something? Okay,
We give it to group 1.
okay, so group 1, can you add something? You have to add something. So there are already 4 factors, yeah?
Yeah, so the larger the surface area, the quicker the reaction. The higher the temperature, also the quicker the reaction. More higher concentration also makes the reaction quicker, and then the presence of catalyst also increases.
Alright, so thank you very much for group 1 and group 2, and actually that's our conclusion for today's lesson. So there are 4 factors which can Well, increase the rate of reaction. Okay, the first one is increasing surface area, and then increasing temperature, increasing concentration, and adding catalyst. Okay, now everyone, it is time for being good. Now you can device, everyone, you can use your phone. So here is everyone. You can access joinmyquiz.com and enter this code. Let's start. Bismillah.
I'm scared.
So let's see, we're going to get the reading cards. Okay, so I say for all of you will get the green cards, right? The last one is Aulia. Okay, I will close it. The thing that you need to do is, let's do a reflection, everyone. Well, I will give like 2 sticky notes for each of you, like 2 different colors. Okay. In this green sticky notes, you need to write, what did I know? Like, what you have learned, what did you understand from today's lesson? And for the pink one, please write, what I didn't know. About things that you do not really understand with the problem. Okay. And after that, please take it on that board. What did I know is on the left side, what I didn't know is on the right side.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't even know.
Yeah, you learned that just now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What paragraph?
Alright. So everyone, for our next meeting, please watch these 2 videos. I'm going to share it to additional level about collision theory. And then please write down the information that you get from the videos. Okay, so that for our next meeting, you will have your prior knowledge first before we learn. Like what you did in this meeting, right? In the beginning of this meeting. Okay, before we end this lesson, everyone. Okay, now can you please lead the 2 hours for your friends?
Before we end today's lesson, let's pray again. Let's pray. Pray finished.
Okay, thank you very much everyone and see you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.